because I know like Jack Canfield, he does a few things like you look deep inside you where your inner child, and this is where it really happened, but like where it was affected in a certain way, and how that affection long ago has like affected your path you're on now, and how to first acknowledge it and then let it go. So I find it, yeah, I think it's interesting. That's exactly what, and those two words are so powerful. I mean, they're one of the most powerful words you can say to yourself on a subconscious level. And yeah, just the way it really makes you feel and the feelings that, come within it. It's interesting. No, my voice dramatically changed. I should get you a recording of my brother's laugh. My brother and I had a very similar laugh, and now mine has changed dramatically. As for the sound of my voice, oh boy, that's a good story. So initially after my accident, still could talk, and then choked on a couple pills. They put a tube down my throat, ripped it open, put one down. I was on a ventilator for a few months. Wow. Then I got this Passy-Mir valve, and what that is, it's a not a defibrillator. It's a passing so that when you release the air in the trach, you are able to speak because now the air is coming through. And I remember hearing my voice for the first time in 3 months. It's like, wow, who was that? And I remember Amanda was her name, and I used to say, Amanda! Anytime she would come in, even though nothing would come out until she put the Passy-Mir valve in. But yeah, so after my accident, yeah, it changed. I want to say a little bit, but then I was also changing in maturity too, Yeah. So, because I had my accident like 16, so 15, 16, yeah. So yeah.
People want to know where they're going, all right? It's part of people don't like to take risks. Most people don't like to take risks. They want to know where they're going. And they did some tests years and years ago, and they found the people who performed better were those that were told where they were going. Those that weren't told during an exercise didn't perform as well, because people like to know where they're going. And one of the problems people face in life today is they're not willing to take a risk. And so nothing changes.
I think there is definitely a reason why there are only 24% of us that do have a job, and that doesn't say we're necessarily happy with it, and are only 12% of us that get into a relationship. And that is because, yes, the circumstances can be overwhelming if you choose them to be. And I noticed a 3-part question. One, yes, there's definitely routines. Like getting up, I have to get up same time each day and do my morningly program. And then I have designated times to catheterize. So yeah, there's definitely things to go. But for me, I have 2 options. I have this physical option and to be physically limited, or I have to be physically limited and mentally limited. Because no matter how I look at my situation, it's not going to change the physical aspect. So if I'm happy about it, if I'm pissed about it, if I'm sad about it, it's still going to be the same. And being in a depressed state, it sucks. Especially if that won't solve a problem anyways. So for me, I see there's no other option. I see that happiness, it's achievable no matter what circumstance you are in. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I mean, when it comes to my physical disability, when it comes to the idea of not walking again, not feeling again, I'm okay with that. The only thing I have a hard time with is a connection. Before my accident, I dated 6 different gals. And now in the 6 years since I haven't, or since I've been disabled, I haven't dated one. That's the only part that I do have a hard time with. A lot of it was mindset. And now shifting the mindset to what it is now. I answer your question, yeah. I mean, to me, there's no other option. And it's not going to change the physical limitations you do have, regardless of how you are feeling inside.
Yeah.
So, like for me, I go through autonomic dysreflexia, which is called AD.
Yeah.
And that day that we're talking about, Wednesday, I normally don't go through episodes that are out of the norm. So, for instance, today I had AD, but we knew the signs and we knew exactly what was putting me in that state. It was urine related. So it's like, okay, we cath, it's gone. Piece of cake. Okay. As for Wednesday, it went from the normal precursors we had to an even higher level. So, like, for instance, normally it is urine related. And when something is terribly wrong with the body, it goes from the normal sensations of tingly neck, tingly head, cool fingers, to all of that and a throbbing inside the head, typically back here. And getting that, it's like, wow. And not knowing how to get rid of it. See, that was the problem. So we cathed it, was gone for a little bit, and getting it again. So when I moved from my chair to the wheelchair, boom, that was like migraine. It was like, boom, like every few seconds. And then after like 8 hours, it finally dissipated. And that's one thing the doctor said. They said, Alex, as you get older, the more episodes, you will have more episodes. And the more episodes you have, the higher of pain, the higher of intensity it will be. And it is just what it is. And like for me, on days like those, it really makes me think. And it really makes me think, okay, Alex, I mean, I know you're really good about saying no to the good so you can say yes to the great. Saying no to these initial easy pleasers so I can, do what I'm put on here to do. And I think it's a good reminder for us all that, like, hey, we need to make the best of these moments that we have, and we got to live up to our greater purpose. But my biggest message is probably what I've seen from my experiences. The state that I am in physically, a lot of people, going back to that 24% of us only working with my condition, a lot of people, they deal with so much pain. And I've noticed 2 different things. There's emotional pain and there's physical pain. What I was feeling Wednesday, physical pain. But my main message is that these people that are stuck in that other pain, like this emotional pain, I mean, pain is inevitable. And I would rather have what I have now. I would rather be physically limited than be in a prison in my own mind. because I see more able-bodied people than I am in such a bad state of being. And it just blows my mind. So my main message is really for them. Like, really show them that no matter what you're going through, you can be happy and you can be successful in whatever area you want to be in your life.